Ooga, fucking Ooga, cunts, and welcome back to another CNN, the Cunt News Network. We bring you the news that's already been brought by somebody else. Unfortunately, tonight we are not going to be joined by Terry the Bull or Robert Como, just because, well,
they fucked up.
No. I wouldn't say they fucked up. Terry was having some technical issues, and he was trying to fix it before the show, but it looks like he's unable to actually fix the issues with his mic prior to that. This is not the first time Terry's had mic issues. This is not the first time Terry's had fucking technical issues. So bear with him. He's probably using some old ass equipment. Don't know how Shoehound is able to manage to fucking keep all her shit together, but you know, there you go. And then of course Rob has some IRL stuff that he has to take care of. He's just, I'm assuming it's family related, possibly even work related. Not 100% certain. He just said he had real life stuff that he has to take care of. So both of them are temporarily out because of, you know, reasons. But tonight, myself and Sestra are here, and we are going to be talking about quite a few different topics. One of the topics being the MAGA kids versus the outrage against them. Going to be an interesting story, and I'm going to pass that one on to Sestra in just a little bit. But first, I want to acknowledge one thing in the world of entertainment. Normally, I usually pass the stories on to somebody else, and they're the ones who actually start the show, and then halfway through, I actually, you know, do a story and everything. But I really wanted to get this one out in the open first. I wanted to talk about this one very specifically. Sestra, I'm sure you've seen the title by now.
Yeah.
By the way, before I go into the story, how you doing, Sestra? How you been for the last week?
Not too bad. Got a little bit of froggy in my throat. Missing the boyfriend, but otherwise, not too bad.
I see. So, froggy in the throat, missing the boyfriend.
In other words, you're going to hear old people sounds coming from me like that every once in a while.
I was going to go straight to the gutter with what I was going to say, but fair enough. We're just going to accept old people sounds for now. No pervy jokes at the moment, so we're just going to jump right into it. Brought to you from louderwithcrowder.com, Leslie Jones becomes furious over unveiling of new Ghostbusters reboot. Now, those of you,
I haven't even looked into this yet, so I've been waiting.
I read her tweet about it the day she tweeted it out. It was a few hours old at that point, but I had actually read it because somebody else had shared it, and I started fucking laughing. Oh goodness. Okay. But from a writer that we actually talked about last week, Corey Stallings. I believe that's the same writer. I remember Corey. By the way, I want to make a correction from last week's show. I actually said Kirsten Kirchhoff because I couldn't remember her actual first name is Courtney Kirchhoff. There is a massive difference between the two. They don't even sound the same. I was fooled by the cut in the beginning of the fucking name. I am dumb. No, not one of those thingies.
No, but there are several people tonight that we're going to talk about who are.
Very true, very true. So, getting into the Leslie Jones story. You might have heard about the upcoming Ghostbusters sequel/reboot. The folks over at Sony are kicking it old school and returning to the original universe. As in that ungodly clusterfuck of a remake is returning to the nearest convenient parallel dimension. I am pretty glad, pretty fucking happy and stoked that that this next movie has caused a bit of a backlash in certain aspects, because the backlash is just fucking ridiculous. Now, as one who has,
it tastes so good.
The salt tastes delicious. But as one who has repeatedly said, stop with the fucking reboots, stop with the remakes, stop with the fucking retcons, stop with the fucking continuations of old franchises that were successful, stop touching shit that we know works and then trying to change it and stuff like that. Now, from that stance, I am still saying no, I don't actually want Ghostbusters 3. Realistically speaking, I don't want this movie to come out because I'm not so sure they're going to give it the respect it truly deserves. I rewatched Ghostbusters 2, and as much as I still enjoyed the movie, I understand why it was shat on by a lot of critics and a lot of fans. Because when you actually watch Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 side by side, you realize it's the same fucking movie, just 5 years apart.
Yeah.
I
can't bring myself to watch it, to be honest.
And things like that cause issues in a franchise. When you basically get a repeat of a previous movie and it's really only 5 years apart, blah, 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 all that stuff like that. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people fucking despised Star Wars Episode 7, because it was basically just a rehash of Star Wars Episode 4. Now, what I thought I saw, which is one of the reasons why I originally liked it, was because they were potentially giving me a much more interesting story than what we had originally gotten from the original trilogy, and they weren't necessarily going to repeat episode 5 and 6. I was wrong. Rian Johnson is a fucking hack. He deserves all the negative criticism he gets because fuck you, Ryan. And fuck everyone else who had actually had a hand in that legitimately stood by it and said, oh, no, this is a great movie. You don't know what you're talking about. No, bitch, I do know what I'm talking about. I've been obsessed with that fucking franchise my entire life. And then you betrayed me. For the last 5 years, you betrayed me. Fuck you. Anyways, continuing on with the article. Now there's a part of me who's not crazy over endless sequels and reboots. I actually agree with this. It's unnecessary. On the other hand, the 8-year-old kid in me is only concerned with scoring a pair of those sweet coveralls and a proton pack for opening night. I would be lying if I didn't admit, when I did see the teaser trailer, my first instinct was, how can I Ghostbusters myself up for opening night? I am a shameful nerd. I will stand my ground on certain things and make a fucking big ass uproar about it. And say, stop, no, don't do this. And then at the same time, I will fucking go and watch movies like Aquaman or the new Ghostbusters movie, and I'm just like, God damn it, why do I do this to myself? It's like I just intentionally want to punch myself in the face. Leslie Jones, however, isn't feeling the reboot at all. She took the twister and blew a gasket. And then they go ahead and actually post something that she posted here. I think this was from Twitter. Maybe it was actually on Facebook. I don't know. Oh, no. This was the Twitter. But the first thing I think is a writer's note. In response to the news that Jason Reitman's new Ghostbusters project will continue the story that began with Ivan Reitman's 1984 original and its 1989 sequel, and ignore the female reboot from director Paul Feig in 2016, Leslie Jones, a cast member from the latter, has voiced her disappointment on social media. The comedian took to Twitter on Saturday in a post that said, so insulting, like, fuck us, we didn't count. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You rebooted an already fucking popular franchise. Shut your mouth. You're the fucking insulting one here. It's like something Trump would do. Not really, because Trump probably wouldn't touch a classic, you fucking idiot. Trump voice, and this is why I love this part. Gonna redo Ghostbusters. I don't know why she added so much fucking ease to it, because I don't better with men. We'll be huge. I'm sorry. Huge. Those women ain't Ghostbusters. Again, I don't understand. He doesn't carry his ease like that. What the fuck? So annoying. Such a dick move. And I, I'm sorry. That stopped. So annoying. Such a dick move. And I don't give fuck. I'm saying something. Yeah, you're saying everything that you shouldn't be, Leslie, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not really sure not really sure how Trump factors into this. I suppose to a lefty like Leslie, Trump is eviler. Oh my God, you did not just fucking say Trump is eviler than Vince Cortho, Zool.
Eviler is now a word, y'all.
It is apparently. Gozer the Gozerian and the guy from the painting part 2. Vigo, you fucking he is Vigo. You fucking asshole. Responsible for all the bad things. Me, I'm calling to see the connection. I know Les would like to yell, "We came, we saw, we kicked its ass." But the truth is, most people weren't crazy about her flick. So the studio is going to take the franchise in a direction people will like. A direction that doesn't conclude with the Wokebusters crossing their streams into the patriarchy's beanbag. Corey, stop trying to be Courtney. You're not Courtney. Hopefully, these Hollywood types will get Ghostbusters right this time and leave the politics out of it. We want ghosts going into traps and Bill Murray. One-liners.
Yes.
Not 2 hours of unfunny girls rule, boys drool humor. So many words. Okay, first of all, I just want to go ahead and point out that when I did actually watch the Ghostbusters reboot, because I was convinced to by some fucking friends.
You have horrible friends.
Okay, look, at the time we were doing film reviews.
You still have horrible friends.
we watched intentionally bad movies and reviewed them because we thought it was fucking funny. It was entertaining. But one of them decided that we had to go and actually review, specifically because we weren't actually using any of the videos and clipping moments in the movies and stuff like that, kind of like how Nostalgia Critic does or how like a lot of other movie review people do.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do any of that, it was just a video of us sitting there and just talking about it, telling us, telling the audience what we thought and everything. They said, we need to go and do the big movies. We need to do the ones that are coming out. And Ghostbusters reboot was coming out. Now, I protested seeing that fucking shit movie for days, weeks. And I went and saw it. I'm not going to lie. I did enjoy myself, but I think I mostly enjoyed myself because me and one of my friends were just eviscerating that movie the entire time. We were making jokes that made us laugh harder than the movie could make us laugh. But I did see the movie, and I will say, the fact that Leslie Jones was not playing the typical typecasted type character that she always plays, or the one that everybody assumed she would play, which was the loud, obnoxious big girl who essentially is just, I don't know, she's either trying to bang every attractive dude that comes her way, or she's just being loud, obnoxious, and ghetto. She actually played the opposite of that. She played a very insightful character who reads a lot of, I don't understand why they just call it nonfiction. I don't understand it. It's just, they're just stories. You can call them documentaries, you can call them biographies, you can call them shit like, I don't know, fucking give it a different title. Calling it nonfiction is so fucking dumb. I don't know where to begin. It's nonfiction. Then it's the truth? Well, no. Then shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's weird. But anyways, I saw the movie. She played a role that nobody was expecting, and she actually was one of the better characters. Not to say that the movie was good because of her character. I'm just saying that her role was actually surprisingly good. Did you ever see it, Sestra?
Nope, didn't even try.
You have a strong...
Kind of like how I tried to avoid the Potter and Twilight movies for the longest time until I would walk into a friend's house and it was playing. Oh, hey, let me just finish this movie. Fuck. Fine.
Well, sorry.
See? Old people sounds. We're getting old, y'all.
I've been having some fucking, like, phlegm issues for a while now.
Right.
That's not necessarily because old people things, because I smoke a lot. Anyways, But yeah, Leslie Jones is the one who actually decided she was a part of a project that rebooted a classic, rebooted a franchise, and she's throwing a fucking fit because that franchise that actually was supposed to come back. I'm not even kidding you. The behind the scenes stuff really does piss me off because Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, and well, a lot of other people really wanted to bring a new movie forward for a very long time, all the way back to the 90s even. Bill Murray was the one who kept saying no. Eventually, Harold passed away. And then Dan wanted to actually make a new movie, sort of like a goodbye to Harold Ramis. The one movie that really put him on the radar for everybody. The movie that everyone to this day still loves, will watch, and fucking just will quote the shit out of the movies. And who the fuck doesn't love the shit out of Egon?
Right.
I'm scared beyond the capacity of rational thought. That's one of the greatest fucking lines in the history of cinema. Come on. Oh, God. Harold Ramis was amazing. Anyways, Dan Aykroyd wanted to continue the franchise. And so I guess even without Murray, oh my God, it was the guy who originally did it. I'm forgetting his name yet again. Reitman and Aykroyd decided to start actually trying to create a new Ghostbusters movie. Eventually, it was completely taken away. Whatever they were supposed to originally give us, whatever they were working on a few years back, it was basically pushed off to the side, and Paul Feig took over. And he decided to reboot it. He decided to reboot it with the suggestion of some other fucking, I don't know, producers, corporate bigwigs, whatever the fucking case was. But he was convinced to reboot it, and he was convinced to reboot it with an all-female cast. And then it's just history from there. That movie wasn't even really supposed to exist, Leslie. So for you to sit there and actually throw a shit fit and act the way you are, like a fucking child who only got something because fucking why not, I suppose. People are making a big fucking deal anyways. That was a movie that wasn't even supposed to truly be made. We're now getting what we were supposed to have gotten originally. The next installment in the Ghostbusters franchise. I don't actually think they should do it, realistically speaking. I'm going to hold on to that because I'm tired of fucking Hollywood still trying to make money off of fucking old classic franchises. Even though Reitman and Aykroyd are the ones who are going to be behind the fucking wheel on this one, which is good. God damn it, fucking dog!
It's okay. I'm still listening to you.
Oh my God. You just see it now. Brockus goes to jail because he just snaps and murders every living creature in his neighbor's fucking house. Every single living creature. God damn it. He just came in and he killed all our dogs. I don't know why. He's this sick bastard. He's very mad. He kept screaming for the horde. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean.
Not wrong, though.
Anyways, but yeah, Leslie was a part of a project that wasn't even supposed to happen, and she's throwing a fucking fit because the new movie is basically going to get the franchise back on track. And she's throwing a fit because it's going back to the original cast and everything like that. And she's like, oh, so we didn't even do shit. We didn't even exist. Okay, fine. Yeah, fuck off, Leslie. Your movie did so poorly. Sony's kind of regretting a lot of shit they've been doing for the last 10 years. Fuck off.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit? A little bit? Oh, my God.
Right. Yeah.
But that's enough shitting on Leslie Jones. That's enough shitting on Leslie Jones. That's enough talking about Ghostbusters. Trust me, I could go on for days wanting to talk about Ghostbusters. I could go on for days wanting to talk about my fucking issues with Hollywood right now. God damn it. Hollywood continues to piss me the fuck off. Everyone in charge needs to stop being in charge now.
When's your movie stream this week?
My movie stream? I don't have a movie stream.
Why don't we have a fucking movie stream?
I don't know how to fucking do any of that. I can't run OBS on this shit-ass computer.
Okay, movie shit talking stream. Why the fuck isn't there one of them?
Because that would be AP or UA's department. They're the ones who are usually doing things like that. You want to watch a movie and talk shit on it, go talk to them. Or actually, even better, you can go and watch some really old movies, really bad old movies with Igor and Ren on Renovations when they actually do their, I'm just going to say bad movie watch. They call it something else, but it pretty much is bad movie watch. And they watch movies from the public domain. But they can't be movies like nerdy movies and shit like that. To be honest, if I was to do something like that, I would probably team up with Sofane, Fat Pat, Magog, and who's another person I would probably bring in just for fucking shits and giggles.
You know what? As much as people hate him, Mundane Matt is actually really fucking smart about movies. I hate him for it.
He said, no, fuck you. He said he liked Ready Player One. Fucking shame on you, Matt. Shame on you. You're banished to the you're not allowed to talk about movies zone. Go fuck off. Bastard. You fucking shit.
I don't know if I've seen it or not. That's one of those, like, there's a few movies where I'm like, I would have to see it to see if I've seen it and then give you my opinion. There are a lot of movies, pretty much anything after 2001, 2002. I can't tell you if I've seen it or not.
Fair enough. You know what? No, okay. So it's gonna. If I was to do like a movie stream kind of thing, it would be Magog of Morscar, Sofane, Fat Pat, and just for color. And yes, I went there with this joke. Some black guy. Why? I've never talked to Derek.
Yeah, no, he's good about movies too.
I've never talked to Derek. I would love to talk to Derek. I saw him at VidCon in 2017 when I actually did go, but I didn't talk to him then because he seemed kind of busy. So I was just like, I'm not going to be that asshole that interrupts his nice conversation with a few people and stuff like that. But I would love to meet him. Would love to hang out with him. He seems like a pretty cool dude. And yeah, he's a fucking nerd. So I would want to get nerdy with him.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing that I do like about pretty much the entire, like, skeptosphere or whatever the fuck people want to call this side of YouTube that isn't all popular, is all straight up fucking, like, nerdy as fuck and just like, oh yeah, we all have something that we're just nerdy as fuck about. It's great. It's all good. And everybody's so laid back and willing to talk about it. So, what do we want to get in on? The fucking bullshit that is what I call the Covington kids.
No, we are going to say that. We're going to save that for a little later in the show. For right now, we're going to jump into one of Rob's stories since he cannot be here with us. And I think one of those stories is a bit fishy.
Oh, God. It's so fucking gross. Let me find that one. Ew. Okay, y'all. I need to apologize in advance because I don't bring the Florida stories. Y'all know that Rob does. This one is just fucking disgusting. So, prepare your ears and or genitals to be clenched. Florida man accused of raping fish. Do you want to know why? Because it smelled like a vagina.
I didn't read the story. I didn't know what was happening. Why?
Dude, that's just the headline.
Oh my God. Okay.
The funny thing is, the image that's attached to the headline is like a fish at the edge of a freaking pond, you know, and its mouth wide open out of water. And then it shows a meme below it of a like fucking cartoon duck, and it says, "Every day we stray further from God."
Well, it's true. That's
it. Oh my God, that's it. Literally.
That's the entire story. Either way, it's something to talk about. Like, oh, I don't know. There's a dude out there that fucked a fish. Why?
Literally, all it says is Florida man accused of raping fish because it smelled like a vagina. Florida man fucks fish. Nothing else. No fucking article. That's all it says.
All right. To make up for a bit of time because the article is so goddamn short, we're gonna go over to the chat and see what everybody is saying. Lionel, you need to calm your thirsty ass down. Chris is not that kind of girl, and I highly doubt that he would even be into letting you do any of that. So you need to chill the fuck out. We also got Psycho216 into the chat. He's saying he liked Ready Player One. No, Psycho, no. I mean, again, you're allowed to have your taste in movies and stuff. I will give a non-shit for some of the movies that she said she's liked, and you just saw me lose my shit on Matt because he liked Ready Player One. It was a terrible movie. I gave up on it halfway, but I kept watching just because I wanted to see how that train wreck ended. I have so many issues with it, and it's mostly because I'm tired of young adult novels and young adult writers. They're really pissing me off.
Young adult fucking everything right now
Pretty
sucks.
much. Yeah, it does. It does. Malachite has joined us. Movie talk. I love movies. Malachite, we were talking about the new Ghostbusters movie. If you haven't seen the teaser trailer, I highly recommend you go and see the teaser trailer. It was like my childhood was coming back to life in today's day and age. It made me all warm and fuzzy inside. You know, at the same time, I have to sit here and still say, don't do it. Don't do it. But yes, we were talking about how Leslie Jones is losing her shit because the reboot did fucking poorly and there's a new Ghostbusters, and she's just like, oh, so we didn't even do nothing. Okay. It's just like, you need to calm the fuck down. A new one, yes.
Bitch, this ain't about you.
Yes, Malachite. From Reitman and Aykroyd themselves, the original creators of the original Ghostbusters. Of course, they don't have Harold, but they are going to be doing the new Ghostbusters movie, a new one, a continuation from the original franchise's story. Along with that, we have Blue Collar Canuck. Fake news and leftist dribble everywhere too. CBC. Caliphate Broadcasting Corps. Huh. Never thought about it like that. Vamps Ankles is also here. Ghostbusters lore? Yes, Ghostbusters lore. It's continuing. I'm assuming they're going to do what everybody has been saying for a long time. If they were to continue the franchise, what they're going to do is basically bring in a new team. They're probably going to have something about, Egon being gone, dead. But, ooh, shit, that means that Ernie Hudson's probably going to get a lot of screen time, too. Fuck yeah.
See, not so bad.
I loved the fact that Winston Zeddemore was the character who he really didn't know shit. He wasn't there from the beginning, but his commentary was fucking amazing. Like, that's a big Twinkie. Who didn't love that line? Great. Oh, yeah. Malachite points out that the Ghostbusters video game that was actually produced years ago, that actually did, in the eyes of several people, including Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis, that was the legitimate part 3 of the Ghostbusters franchise. So this would technically be a number 4, but who knows? Anyways, we're going to move on. Just, brief little chat with the chat itself. And we're going to move on to another one of the stories. What else do you have from us that Rob gave us?
Oh, God. Florida man riding an office chair in parking lot in his underwear was not arrested. Lee County deputies were called to Bonita Springs Shopping Center after someone said a man wearing only shoes and underwear was rolling around the parking lot in an office chair. That's it.
Okay. I'm not really sure how to feel. What?
Right?
What's wrong with Florida? Why are people like this in Florida? Oh yeah, fucking, I keep forgetting. Meth.
Florida, yeah. But you know what? Hey, here we go. Here's some other news, like some good news that I had pulled from Florida. Hey, opioid death rate plunges 41% in Florida County at center of epidemic. So, hey, we might need to get stories from Louisiana from now on.
Why Louisiana? You were specific on that one. Why Louisiana of all places?
It was the next like southern fucking swampy area that I could think of.
True, but California is the worst state in this goddamn country. You would assume.
Yeah, but they're all fucking uppity fucks, and
oh, that is
they're
true.
yuppies.
Everybody's
California's yuppish.
Oh, it's not just yuppish. It's up its own ass. It thinks it's better than everybody else. I fucking hate this state.
Yeah, and the fuckers keep moving here to Colorado, and there's a reason why I want to move out.
Well, I would assume it's because you guys had higher grade pot, but you know, that's just me.
That
my thoughts
too, from what I've heard.
Was there any more Florida man stories or?
The last one is Florida man drives golf cart drunk, growls like a dog, and gives deputies a middle finger. Monroe County arrested St. Louis man. What? After they said he drove a golf cart drunk around a neighborhood, wrestled a paramedic is what I almost said, and attacked officers. And whenever I go to fucking continue reading, it goes to fucking give me a fucking pop-up. So, nope. That's all I got of that. Motherfucking thing.
One of the reasons why I fucking despise the clickbait websites and stuff is because you just went there to read about this one story. There's fucking ads all over the place. But as soon as you put your finger or your thumb to the screen to scroll up, or even just, you know, grab the mouse and start using the scroll or whatever the case is, all of a sudden you have like automated fucking ads that are still loading onto the fucking page, and then you accidentally push one, so you have to go back or you have to close that window, but then you accidentally pushed another one and then another one, and it's so fucking annoying. It's just like, look, stop, just stop. I'm not trying to fucking click your goddamn clicky shit. I just want to read about this story you supposedly had.
Yeah, is that so hard? Oh wait, now y'all are so fucking hard up for money, which is what got us into the goddamn shit show that is the Covington shit to begin with, that you're just throwing out stories as quick as you fucking can just so then you can get that ad revenue. Fucking. Anywho.
I'm starting to think maybe we should jump into that one. But I want to continue to make people wait. We're going to go back to the chat. I know a lot of people have actually been waiting for this particular story. We're going to go back to the chat and see what people are talking about. Leslie Jones should transition back to Harambe. Wow. That was the first one I read.
Oh, man.
Oh. That was brought to us by the person Nella Possessed. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Who else? I was all the way to the beginning because I saw some familiar faces. The Bitching Witch is also here.
Hey!
Oh, along with Fading Dark.
Hey!
They haven't said anything in quite a while. Originally going to be played by Eddie Murphy. I think they're still talking about Ghostbusters. Yeah, it looks like everybody's still talking about Ghostbusters. But apparently, Vamp's ankles. I moved to Nevada, and they are starting to follow me here. Las Vegas is determining the whole state. Look, when I actually did move to Nevada,
Am
I
I
live.
missing something with Vamp's ankles? Like, is there a story there
Oh, it's a joke.
I've missed? What's the joke? Hold up. No, 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 no. No, we gotta talk about this part first. What?
It's just a joke. There's also somebody
Like
on YouTube.
Vankles or
No,
what?
no, they call themselves Vamp's cat, and it's a picture of Vamp Candy's cat that she's tweeted out. And so I don't know the actual reasons behind Vamp's ankles, but I think somebody was just like, let's take it to a Puritan level of joke, like, because you're not supposed to show your ankles. It's like, oh, I thought her ankles.
Oh my
So
gosh.
naughty. It's really fucking stupid, and it's fucking funny to me. I'm sorry. It's a good joke.
It.
I enjoy it. But when I actually moved to Nevada, I have to say that Vegas can be a beautiful city to live in. It can be it is a beautiful city to visit, but it can be a beautiful city to live in. I'm not a fan of the scenery because most of the time you will see just brown everywhere around you.
Yeah.
It's just desert. In the summer, it's hot as fucking hell. Although Arizona still kicks its ass when it comes to, which is the hottest state in this fucking goddamn country.
Yeah.
And it's just, but Vegas was actually a great place to live. Just stay the fuck away from the strip. And I really enjoyed myself. Now, the fucked up part is that a lot of Californians who are leaving California, they're heading to Texas, Colorado, Arizona, Nevada. They're going to all the adjacent states or even ones that are outside of the adjacent state. And it's actually pissing me off because a lot of those states really don't want these Californians. And originally, I thought to myself, you should stay in this state and you should fix it instead of just abandoning ship. But realistically speaking, you can't fix this state. This is beyond repair. So, yeah, I'm also fucking abandoning ship and heading to another state. There's a chance I might actually be moving to Nevada, but I don't know.
No, Wyoming, it's safer.
I don't want
to. There's nobody there.
I don't want to go to Wyoming because there's nobody there.
That's the point.
If I go to Texas, I'll at least be somewhat close to like cool people I like.
True.
If I go to Texas, it wouldn't be that far away from fucking Georgia, which means I could go and visit Fat Pat and Sofan and bug the shit out of them, making regret ever meeting me and actually letting me in their house.
Those boys, I love them and hate them at the same time for reasons that we'll probably discuss later as well. If we broach that topic.
Wait, what?
But y'all will have to wait for that too.
California needs a reset. Yes! California needs a reset. California actually needs a nuke, to be honest. And at this point, I don't even really care if I'm in the state when it goes off. I just want this gone. I want this state gone. Go back to 49 states, America. Or, I don't know, turn Puerto Rico into the 50th state. Just get rid of California. We're done. This place is done. Mexico doesn't even really want it anymore. They just pretend they do.
Yeah.
They look at California and they go, maybe not, okay? We'll go back to Texas. But, fuck that place. California is terrible. The people, the scenery, the pollution, everything sucks. I like Nevada. I like Arizona. I like Texas. But, fuck you. That's
right. Horrible.
Anyways,
horrible.
We have made the people wait long enough. Now it's time for us to get into the big bad story.
I was up all night over this shit, y'all, because the second I realized what was actually fucking going on, I was essentially going on a rampage trying to get everybody to just, look for yourselves. Don't fucking believe me. Don't believe the fucking media. Don't just look. Just look for yourselves. Just check it out. And I was up until 5 a.m. 6 a.m. this morning.
That is some dedication to a story you probably didn't care about to begin with.
Oh, well, and you know what? I actually sat there and I said something on my Facebook along the lines of, where the fuck was it? Oh, did I close my Facey book? I did.
Did you just call it Facey Book?
Yes, I did, because I'm an old lady.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
No, I had said there we go. How much time are you willing to invest against your own beliefs? This should be your measure of your willingness to be open-minded. Like, if you're willing to fucking put as much of your time and energy into countering your own beliefs as much as you would be to share your fucking beliefs with somebody, that's how you know you're fucking open-minded. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I fucking invested way too goddamn much in this shit last night. Of course, everybody, we're talking about the Covington High School students and the Native Americans and the DNC marching shit that went on Friday. Yeah, that was a shit show.
Was? It's still a shit show.
Yeah. It's I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. In my eyes, none of the groups involved are absolved of any fucking guilt. Everybody was stupid in one way or another. And they were all also in a way sort of fucking innocent as well. Now everybody's losing their shit over who's right, who's wrong. No. To me, after looking at fucking everything that I did last night, no, everybody's shit. Everybody's also, innocent in their own fucking way. Like, people are gonna hate on me for that. I don't care. As much as I fucking put into it last night, I'm just like, I don't fucking care. Okay, Seeking Origin. How are the kids being stupid? Because they didn't they didn't realize that, well, yes, the natives were walking into their group to diffuse the situation between them and the fucking Black Israelites. They also didn't take it as seriously as they maybe should have. They did calm down there for a minute and start taking it seriously. And then some little shitlordians decided to talk shit. And so the natives fucking talked shit back. And it did turn into a standoff. If only for a few moments, it did turn into a standoff, which is where I can believe why Nathan thought that for a moment he was being quote unquote attacked, even though he wasn't. Like, let's be real here. He stopped at that kid, even though there were 3 in front of him. He turns and stops at that one kid and just is. They're both fucking looking at each other. And if you're watching the kid, he's looking at him in reverence. And then shit stain behind him starts talking shit to the guy with the camcorder. And guy with the camcorder and him are going at it. And the kid turns up to the guy and starts making these motions with his hands like, dude, fucking knock it off. Like, respect this guy. And he goes back to, like, watching the Native American and essentially what I saw, giving him respect. But it was the other kids around them that were being shit stains. And I think that Nathan, the vet, was taking their reactions along with this kid, quote unquote, staring him down as an attack, which, hey, you're at a fucking place where you already feel vulnerable. I can see that. I don't think that your perspective and your feelings are necessarily fact. Facts aren't feelings. But, oh no, the black Israelites weren't just calling the kids faggots. An hour beforehand, the black Israelites were fucking turning on the Native Americans, telling them how fucking horrible of people they are for worshiping eagles and buffalo and suns and totem poles, etc. And natives come up and try and talk with them peacefully, one of them being a woman. And I'm abroad. I even wanted to fucking punch the motherfucker that was recording that 2-hour fucking live stream when he turned and he was like putting the camera on himself and going, and then we got these kinds of broads that think that they can just come up and they can intervene and, nah, I want to talk to your husband. And these broads are wicked, trying to wile their, stuff in, running their mouth as if they have anything to say. And I'm just like, motherfucker. I'm just a person where I'm like, just fucking treat people like people. That's it. I don't give a fuck what, again, like I said last week, I don't give a fuck about what you fucking do. Just don't be a fucking dick to people. But no, like, the kids made mistakes. Fucking Nathan took shit the wrong way. And obviously the black Israelites were just being a hateful hate-spewing shit stain on the fucking world that day. Like, if you watch that entire 2-hour stream, they're talking about anybody and everybody that passes by, how they're fucking horrible and they need to fucking die. And I'm just like, you know what? Them motherfuckers, I can see why people aren't talking about them. Because they're that fucking toxic. They're just that fucking toxic. And I hate using that word. But they were. Oh yeah, no. The media, so that's why Vam Sankles just brought up, but can you agree that the media has drastically changed the narrative? Yes, and that is why I was up all night last night, because I took the story at face value, as many people did, and it was brought to my attention, whoa, wait a second, you're not seeing all of it, da-da-da. And I started catching clips here and there on my own. And so I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Like, the media completely fucking spun this. Both sides, the fucking right and the left, were spinning it as, well, these poor kids are being attacked, or these kids, attack this Native American. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, whoa, everybody's jumping so fast to fucking get a story out that everybody is being fed this fucking narrative and nobody's looking into it. And then when you look into it, you just see the entire thing was a fucking shit show. And had the media come out and said, hey, this shit show went down and all these people were fucking shitty to each other in one way or another, then I think people would have been like, next. Because it's not that big of a fucking deal. It's not that big of a fucking deal. But the way that the media fucking spun this, it essentially turned into the, somebody had said they aligned it with the Rolling Stones issue over the rape case. Yeah.
That's a hell.
Yeah. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, no, that is essentially exactly what the fuck happened.
Pretty much. I'm not a huge fan of journalists right now because most journalists, and I'm not saying all of them, but most journalists, at least in the mainstream media, they have this horrible obsession with not getting the stories right. They're just pushing beliefs, politics, ideologies, things of that nature. And all they're doing is for the controversy because, controversy.
They want that click. They want that money.
Yeah, they want people to view their stuff because they want people to hate watch them, or they want people to genuinely watch them, whatever the case is. What they don't seem to understand is that this is not the long con, you fucking idiots. This is actually going to inevitably piss off your audience so much that people just stop watching altogether, even the people that actually support you. Because if you keep reporting things wrong, knowing fully fucking well you shouldn't have actually gone forward with reporting it, then you're going to eventually lose everything. You're going to have to start downsizing the smaller people because you keep fucking up. And then the smaller people are going to speak up and talk about how fucking shitty your company is, how shitty things are behind the scenes, because they're doing it out of spite. Because when you fuck people over like that, they get really spiteful. It happens.
Yep.
Look at Google. It's happened. We've got evidence of this happening. But basically, you're going to keep fucking losing. And this is perfect example of them yet again fucking the story up. Now, another example of them fucking the story up, the riots, where CNN reported that the sister of one of the original victim of what caused that riot was calling for peace. And then somebody showed the full recorded video from somebody else's camera, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And it actually showed she wasn't really calling for peace. She was calling for violence elsewhere.
Yep.
That right there shows CNN's credibility is absolute fucking trash. They don't care about what is true and what is not true. They just want stories. They just want people to believe what they want them to believe, so on and so forth. They will lie to your fucking face just to get money out of you in some way, shape, or form, even if it's just simply clicking on their clickbaity ass fucking articles. This is why I do not respect the mainstream media, and I don't care what outlet it's from. I understand that Fox News is on the right and they're the Republican ones. I still don't fucking trust them. I understand that CNN is supposed to be the ones on the left. I hella don't trust them. And MSNBC was supposed to be the ones that kind of sat in the middle. They don't. They sit on the fucking left, and I still don't trust them. I don't trust any mainstream outlet media. I like to fucking... You really can't. So what I like to do is I actually like to go over to louderwithcrowder.com and read what they have to say, because they're not always giving their opinions. They're usually making jokes. Courtney Kirchhoff is their best fucking writer, and I will fucking stand by that. And they give us what CNN is trying to say, and then they give us what they find, the little bits of information that they actually dig into, because there's only one side of the story being told. One side of the story that CNN wanted to go ahead and tell is that this poor man was just minding his own fucking business and playing his drums, and these bastard kids just came up and started fucking egging him on. They were mocking him, taunting him, and trying to start some shit, when realistically, he came up to them as they were doing a school cheer, because they were there trying to, well, I guess, drown out the fucking hateful shit the Israelites were spouting.
Yep. Now in the video, it's funny, because as it fucking blew my mind, honestly, because less than an hour before, the fucking black Israelites were like bitching out the fucking Native Americans from afar, and as they fucking came up to them to talk to them to try and be peaceful. And then here comes one of them walking through, and you can hear the lead guy say, "Here comes Gad, G-A-D," which doesn't mean God, and wasn't quote unquote their elder, but was an elder. And so they were essentially on the side of this guy. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, you fucking retards. He's obviously walking between the two groups. The kids had finished with their chant. They literally had been like kneeling. And then they get up and they're just like, yeah. And the drumming starts coming in from across the complex. And it's not that far. And so the kids start cheering along. And they start to cheer along with and chant along with, because they are recognizing that the Native Americans are coming in to what the fuck is the word? Essentially, like, calm the fucking situation down, and they're like, yeah, fuck these guys. Yeah, dude, yeah. But then they start getting disrespectful with the fucking tomahawk chops and fucking hooting and hollering and da-da-da.
Yeah, that's where I'm not going to stand by
then
those kids. I'm just going to be like, look, you didn't have to take it that far. Fuck off with that.
But they're also kind of stupid. Thank you, Vamps. De-escalate. But, I mean, stupid as it sounds, they're also kids in an obviously Southern-based and religious-based
they were there for a pro-life
school. So they are being fed a different narrative of this stuff than we know. Like, not that they were being culturally insensitive so much as they didn't realize how they were being because they didn't know any better, sort of thing. And that's not to excuse them, blah, blah, blah. But you do visibly and audibly see the kids calm down. And even the fucking Israelites are like, yeah, wow, look at this. Those kids are like calming down. Gad came in there, the elder. Gad came in there and just calmed them right the fuck down. Yeah, motherfucker, they are showing reverence and respect for this elderly man that just an hour ago you were fucking bitching out.
There was
and then there's the little fucking shit stain who starts getting into it with the Native American, but the Native American, the guy with the camcorder was talking shit in general to several people. Even as he is walking between the fucking two groups, he talks shit to the fucking black Israelites before they fucking merge over into the kids. And the kids surround Nathan and his group. I didn't see it anyways. My perspective of it was they surround him to bring him in and go, yes, thank you, for helping de-escalate this. We appreciate you. That's the way that I saw it. Unfortunately, I'm an empath. I can see it from Nathan's side as well, where all of a sudden, it was open. Everybody was letting him through the fucking crowd. And then, he goes to turn and there's this one kid that's just standing there. And the kid looks like, I swear to God, to me, it looks like he felt like the elder was singling him out in like a respectful way of going, you, sir, with your MAGA hat, I want you to take in this message that I'm giving you. That's the way that it looked to me, but I can see very clearly how Nathan could take it as this kid wouldn't let me move. Even though from all the different angles, you can see there's plenty of room for Nathan to move around. Plenty of fucking room. I don't know. It honestly, it turned into a shit show. I'm very pissed about how the media blew it out of proportion as quickly as they could to get a story out as quickly as they could, just for the fucking clickbait of it, and how quickly it divided people. I know that I fucking lost friends last night. I know for a fucking fact I did, because I was up in people's threads all over Facebook and fucking Twitter last night and going, no, you need to fucking look at this. You're missing this. You are missing this key fucking component that you haven't mentioned, or da-da-da. And people were not liking that. And I was trying to download the 2-hour stream before it fucking went private. And then the guy deleted it as I was trying to fucking screenshot that shit. And fucking whole entire shit show. But it breaks my fucking heart because I'm sitting here and I'm just like, you know what? It used to be, I distinctly remember, and I'm sure that some of you do as well, that the media used to be saying, breaking news, went on today. We will get back to you with the details as they come in. Or something along those lines. And we don't have that anymore. We don't get that in these articles. We don't get that because people's fucking attention span is so fucking short that all they want is that 1 minute clip. All they want is that 3-minute read. That's it. That's it.
It's not even just that. There was a couple of years ago, Steven Crowder actually did an entire live stream, a massive fucking live stream for over 15 hours, where he actually watched from beginning to end on one day. I think it was actually like a Christmas special for his audience and stuff. But he watched CNN. And one of the things he kept bringing up was he hates when CNN says breaking news on their tickers, or that it scrolls across the screen in general, because it's not breaking news. It's news that was already covered hours before or days before or weeks before and shit. And every single time one of them popped up and he wasn't talking to somebody, if he noticed it, he lost his shit, walked over to the screen and screamed at the camera, "This is a lie!" And I oh god, it was one of the fucking funniest damn streams I think I had ever actually watched. I didn't see it live. I watched it like fucking way later. In fact, I was binge watching a fuckload of Louder with Crowder videos recently, just because he's been gone for several weeks. But he has come back. The triumphant return of Steven Crowder's show, Louder with Crowder, has come back.
And it was very so happy. Good.
It really was. It was very fucking good. And he covered a lot of the stories that had come up in only the way that Crowder can truly do it and stuff. Somebody had actually pointed out, I believe it was Vamps Ankles. He had actually pointed out in the chat earlier that he likes Crowder and he makes him laugh. And he also brought up the fact that Crowder doesn't hide his bias. And this is one thing I respect Steven for. This is one of the things I respect a lot of people that I do watch for. They don't hide their biases. If you have a bias, let the world know what it is. It's as simple as that. Steven Crowder is religious. He's Christian. Thus, he is pro-life. He has an issue with abortion. He has an issue with certain non-Christian beliefs. He has an issue with this. He has an issue with that. And that's fine. He can have those problems. He can have that stance. Truth be told, Crowder is probably the only pro-lifer I've ever actually heard talking on the subject that made more sense to me when it came to the topic of pro-life versus pro-choice. Now, I'm still pro-choice, but that's just my take on it, because even though I do agree with a lot of shit that the pro-lifers have said, or at least what Steven Crowder has actually told me, there are just certain things that I'm not gonna really turn on and stuff. So it's not a big deal.
It's fucking hilarious, y'all. I am very pro-choice, but when I'm sitting there and I'm watching him do the I'm pro-life, change my mind, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, whoa, ooh, he's got a really fucking good point there. Okay. And he makes you question yourself, even if it's uncomfortable, which I'm totally okay with. The rest of the world obviously isn't.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that being uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And not just being uncomfortable, but being uncomfortable and going, okay, here's where my shit sounds hypocritical. Why?
Yep.
And working through that.
And that's another thing that Crowder
I love him for that.
Yeah, that's another thing that Crowder has touched many times before. He does not hide the fact that he is a hypocrite. He does not even try to act like he's not a hypocrite. He actually says everyone in this office right now is a hypocrite. We all have certain things about us that make us hypocritical, but we're not that way all the time. There are certain biases that we stick to, blah, blah, blah. He puts everything on the table. And his opposition has a tendency to consistently try to hide certain areas or lie about certain things about themselves. One of the things I respect and appreciate about Crowder is the fact that he's not going to hide who he is just because it looks better one way or another. Yeah, he's Christian. He has his stance. He has his beliefs. And again, as you pointed out, it was really hard for me to not actually see his side of the argument when it came to things like pro-life. I've watched those videos multiple times, and every fucking time the guy just amazes me with how fucking well his argument was, and I couldn't disagree with it. Now, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden I went pro-life or anything like that. No. If I was there, if I could have these conversations with Steven, I would probably have I think I would be able to answer in a way that he actually would accept, and he would be like, look, if somebody was to probably take this stance, I would be more inclined to actually be on their side, not necessarily still be pro-choice or anything, but still, I can actually see this person's argument. I can actually see this person's stance.
Better understand them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would love to be that. I'm probably never going to be that guy, to be honest. Let's just go ahead and say right now, I don't think Steven Crowder has any fucking clue who I am, and I don't think he's ever going to know who the fuck I am. It's just one of those things where, like, it'd be nice if that actually happened. Shit.
And you know what? The other thing that I love about Steven Crowder, you just reminded me of this, is because he's coming at these stories just a little bit later, he's able to put in more time and research into these stories. And I literally had put online, I'm like, you know what? I gotta stop taking in media within 24 to 48 hours of a story coming out. I have to, just because of how toxic it is the second that it comes out. On the other hand, when you have 24, 48 hours, you can sit there and determine whether or not or how serious something is. And because there are so many outlets that are reporting on it, you're able to better discern your view of the situation, or a more clearer view of the situation. I honestly, that's one of the reasons I love him and a few other outlets, because they take the time to step back and work through everything before they just jump the gun. And I am totally okay with not getting, now anyways, I'm totally okay with not getting the news fucking immediately.
Yeah, honestly, if you still want to watch mainstream media, if you still want to watch CNN, Fox News, stuff like that, do not watch for the big stories that recently just happened. They will always and every fucking time just report what they want to report. They're not reporting you the 100% truth. They're always going to take broken pieces of information, spin the narrative any way they need to, any way they want to. They're going to show their bias, but then they're not going to make any kind of retractions when they actually get things wrong. If they do need to apologize, they're never going to apologize to the people that they should be apologizing to. They will only apologize to the people they think they should apologize to, and so on and so forth. Just watch it for the fluff pieces. Do not watch it for the big stories. Watch it for the fluff pieces. But you could always go the same route as me. Don't watch it in general. I just don't watch CNN. I don't want to watch CNN. I am sick and tired of watching CNN. And the only time I ever actually do watch CNN is when Terrence K. Williams actually puts a clip of it on Twitter and makes me fucking laugh with his commentary. Or when Steven Crowder brings it up on one of his episodes. Something along those lines. Hell, I'll even watch it because Ben Shapiro is making jokes at CNN's expense, whatever the case is. It doesn't matter. I really don't watch these people because I'm sick and tired of being fucking lied to my face every goddamn day.
Yeah.
It is tiresome. It's gotten to the point where the conspiracy theorists of yesteryear that I would mock viciously for their conspiracy theories, I look back at those people and I think to myself, you may have had a point.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
It's sad because when you actually have to take into consideration these crazy sounding, almost baseless conspiracy theories, not facts, theories. These people that take
that's the other problem that I have with it. Fucking CNN, dear God, anything fucking comes out and they are on it like white on rice, getting every single person in on it as humanly possible. Something goes down. God, we are still, everybody, listen up. We are still talking about the fucking government shutdown today as if it fucking happened yesterday. Let me give you a little heads up about something that's going on that you probably heard about 3 weeks ago, but you haven't heard about since. Everybody knows about the shit going down in France, the yellow vests and whatnot. Yeah, the police violence is getting really fucking extreme to where bystanders are being violently fucking attacked, losing eyes, getting pushed into the fucking ground, their heads being fucking clocked open by fucking mics and shit. And it just really made me think, holy shit, that whole conspiracy theory of, you know, when something is being covered too much, it's like they're redirecting your attention away from something. It's fucking absolutely true. Absolutely true. I had no fucking clue just how dark the shit was that was going down in France right now with the fucking yellow vests. It's fucking abhorrent. It's absolutely fucking abhorrent. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, why isn't CNN covering this? Oh yeah, because more people want to hear about, you know, how Joe Schmo isn't getting his fucking paycheck this week. Because Trump is throwing a fit, but they're not going to talk about how the fucking rest of the fucking people in Congress who are also fucking getting paid aren't fucking working with each other either. Like, motherfuckers, we pay you to negotiate on our behalf. That is your fucking job. Quit acting like school children. Get in there and find some way to fucking compromise. Not everybody's going to be happy. That's what compromise is. Fucking do something. Which, speaking of which, I do have a story that ties in with that.
Oh, okay.
So, let me find this real quick. Ding. Come on, where'd it go? Not the Kraft kid. Yeah. So Kraft opens free grocery store for unpaid workers during government shutdown. Just so then people aren't fucking going hungry. Hey, there are a lot of people that are coming out and helping to fix up shit. We also have another story of, what is it, Delta? Yeah, I think it's Delta is coming out. Why can't I find that story now? There we go. The Martin Luther King National Park will reopen during the government shutdown with the help of Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines is using a grant to help the revenue. So then the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historic Park in Atlanta can be open. So then, you know, the cleanup costs, administration fees, maintenance, operating costs are being covered during this time. Now I'm just sitting here and I'm going, huh, this is shit that's not being fucking covered again. Because it's not the fucking make you automatically jump into fucking riot mood bullshit. This is something that is a good story that is for a good fucking reason that we're not hearing about. And $83,500 grant from Delta Airlines Foundation will cover the cleanup, administration, maintenance, and operating costs of employees not covered under the government recreation fee funds. Just so then people who come in for the Super Bowl and for and around it, you know, can fucking visit the park on the 90th anniversary of Martin Luther King's birth. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, this is the kind of shit that we need to be hearing. This is the kind of shit that we need to be doing, is fucking helping instead of hurting these situations. All that I hear from these news media sites anymore is bitch, 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 bitch. And they aren't covering anybody's stories of how people are helping and fixing these situations. Why aren't we encouraging people to help and fix these situations?
I actually agree with that, to be honest. Instead of constantly hurting and tearing people down and things like that, we should actually be trying to focus on helping people, lifting people up, things like that. Yeah, sure. When somebody fucks up, go ahead and fucking, you know, give them the lashes, you know, draw and quarter them, all that good shit, I suppose.
But let it go to court so then court can fucking deal with it instead of fucking the societal mob culture.
Yeah, enough with this public opinion bullshit. Enough with the fucking court of social justice. Enough with the fucking public just trying to eviscerate people, knowing fully well they don't have the whole story. And even when the whole story does come out and the person that they were actually trying to fucking hang, you know, in metaphor.
In the court of public opinion, yeah.
Court of public opinion, whatever the case is. When it's found out that they actually didn't do anything wrong, that the people were lying, the other people were lying, or whatever the case was, when that happens, no one's fucking retracting anything they said. No one's retracting anything they did. They're all just basically, well, no, but they deserved it anyways. What? Fuck you. I'm tired of this constant fucking hate. I want to see some positivity. I want to see some good going on in this world. I'm tired of everybody going 10 years into the past to look at some celebrity's fucking tweets to say, like, do you want to actually address these homophobic comments? Do you want to address these racist comments? They're comedians. Shut the fuck up. Get over it. Sometimes, yeah, when people do this stuff, and this is the worst part, when they do it, sometimes, not always, but sometimes, they catch a big fish. When the Me Too thing happened, and Harvey Weinstein was outed as the shitty, horrible person that he is, oh my God, I really applauded. I was just like, fuck yeah. Ahead. I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to happen. Everybody was going to spin it in a fucking crazy-ass way. And then Lena Dunham helped fuck it all up, as she does. Lena Dunham is just one massive cog in the system of, God damn it, why? But she's an annoying. Yeah. She's a big... There are many cogs.
I want to put it out there. No, I'm not trying to be hippity dippity and kumbaya. Da, da, da. No, I know and understand there's fucking shit in this world. On the other hand, am I the only one that's like that wonders essentially where'd the love go? Like, God, it sounds so fucking hippity dippity and new age, but.
Hippy dippy kumbaya shit out of here, sister.
Right?
You fuck right the hell off.
But no, I'm just like, I think that our culture has just become so obsessed with being hateful and negative that I think that we do need to be dialed back by hearing more of the good shit that goes on, just to fucking like grasp on by a thread, if only a fucking thread, that there is still some bit of humanity left in this world. Like, that's why I've been bringing the fucking good stories. That and my mental health can't fucking take this shit anymore.
Well, truth be told, nobody's mental health can actually take it for that much, for that long. Realistically speaking, we can only take so much lies. We can only take so much hatred. We can only take so much disingenuous people being disingenuous, and so on and so forth, before we ourselves eventually are completely corrupted, absorbed, and just turned into the very thing that we spouted off hating. We become the thing we hate, and that's how it always fucking happens.
Yes. It's horrible that we are losing sight of this situation with the Covington kids. Like, yes, there was definitely good and bad in this. Mm-hmm. But when you're only shown the bad, that's all that you see. That's your only perspective.
Yeah, that incredibly peaceful kid who just stood there and smiled and just kind of let shit happen, but didn't actually get aggressive, didn't get loud, didn't hit anyone, didn't try to knock us
awkward as fuck, yo. Like, you saw his face. Like, if you watch all of the different angles throughout the entire thing, you see his face visibly change from this, yeah, dude, and then he goes, oh my god, like his face shows this, oh my god, he's focusing on me, I better listen to this, to, oh my god, he's still here, why is he still here, am I being singled out, what the fuck is going on here, to, okay, I just have to have a stone face right now, I just got up a front, I am strong, I can handle this, this guy's going to back down or something, like, please just go away.
I thought he was honestly going to ask
visibly him, fucking see that throughout all of the videos, like all of the angles, you can see his face change from this like yay to awesome to oh my god, wow, this is so cool, like it's like he's drumming for me, to oh shit, why is he still doing this? Like, he starts to get awkward as fuck, and you can see his facial changes. I pick up on this shit, like, easily. But I don't think that anybody really noticed that. And the same thing goes for Nathan. Like, his face goes hard after being so soft and so happy. Same with the rest of the Native Americans in the fucking group with him. Like, their faces are very happy and jovial and welcoming, and then they go hard, and you're just like, what the fuck happened? Like, and that's where I go, no, I think that, you know, the kids, once they started, you know, throwing the fucking little tomahawk hands and shit, they didn't realize that they were going a little bit overboard. And so the Native Americans might have taken that a bit offensively. And yeah,
no, they did.
I think that honestly, it's just, this entire interaction is a perfect study of human nature and how easily our perspectives and views can change and be changed literally just by a different angle.
Oh, you mean the entire thing in general? Oh, no. Okay, see, I thought you were talking about something else, because I was going to say, who didn't think that kid seemed really fucking high, just smiling at the drummer, just kind of look like he was about to tell him, don't forget to bring your towel. That smile is the smile that I've seen a lot of stoners have many times before. Okay, don't believe me, look at Jim Brewer when he smiles. He's got something similar to that.
Oh no, did you see? Okay, so also in the racists video, the homophobic, the fucking Israelites videos. They literally fucking point out one of the kids. This is directly fucking after the Native Americans walk back through the crowd and out, okay? And the kids disperse and get away because they're now feeling the fucking tension, which you can also see. But anyways, after that, then the fucking black Israelites are sitting there and they point out to one kid and they go, "This motherfucker over here, what, man? Did you take a piece of that peace pipe or what? I can see it on your motherfucking face." And I'm just sitting here and y'all, the media, are saying that these kids are fucking disrespectful? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? I was just like, oh my God. I don't know. It was honestly just a shit show all the way around, but not nearly as much of a shit show as the Tonka and fucking Andy thing, which honestly, we were being fed like bits and pieces of news on that, and I still don't even know where to come up with that. Because I think that there's a lot missing there that we haven't heard. So I really don't know anything about that beyond Andy turned in his blood work 5 minutes before the fucking extended deadline. Tonka didn't turn in his blood work. Andy signed the contract, was working on meeting weight. Da-da-da. Tonka, turned in his contract, but when the blood work did come in, or no, wait, yeah, Tonka did turn in his blood work. It was late by 45 minutes or something like that. I don't know. But the name was different. And then Tonka is talking with Tim, who's like the fucking manager or whatever of the entire fight. And come to find out, like the two names are totally different, so they'd have to write up a whole new contract, and it's 4 days before, and I'm just like, we're missing some other stuff here, and I don't know what it is. And honestly, y'all, I don't care enough about it to look into it. I'm gonna get hate for this. Andy didn't win shit. Put that on fucking public record. Andy, you didn't win shit. The person you were going to fight didn't fucking do their shit, okay? You won by forfeit, you won by, like, fuck up, but that's still not a win of a fight, dude. You didn't get to fucking fight. You didn't win the fight. Period. Come after me. I don't fucking care. You didn't win a goddamn thing. So, for everybody who's like, oh my God, yeah, he fucking won. No, he didn't fucking win. Now, did he fucking, like, do the work? Yeah. Oh, dude, I've already said it all over my Twitter. I'm just like, you know what? I'll give you this much. Andy, I'm proud of you for fucking doing the work. You fucking did the work. You fucking did it right. I'll give you that much. That's it. You didn't fucking win. Everybody who's sitting here, yeah, you fucking won. Nah, dude, you fucking flew into the wrong airport, or you fucking, yeah. You thought that you flew into a different fucking airport. You got lost in town. Like, you're not absolved from idiocy yourself. Like, the entire thing was a fucking, like, it was a pissing match, y'all. Like, it's not worth it. I just find it fucking hilarious, and so I'm like, no, I don't care enough about it to keep looking into it. I thought that was entertaining, but not enough to keep looking into it, and I'm not going to sit there and, give Tonka shit, number one, because I don't fucking care. but I'm also like not gonna give Andy a win on it. I'm just gonna go, you know what? I'm glad that you fucking took time away from being a dick to fucking better yourself. That's it. That's it. Even if it was just physically, you fucking took time away from all this fucking shit show and you better yourself. I'm glad for that because dear God, he was going down a fucking drain faster than fucking shit. And don't know if he's going to keep getting better or not, but hey, if he does, good for him. That's what I want to see in people. Is I know that people can be shitty. I just want people to do better, be better, be the best that you can be on the day, on the week, on the month, on the year, on the whatever that you can. And that's going to change from day to day, moment to moment. Fuck, last night I was a fucking shit show. I don't know how I'm going to fucking do tomorrow at work. But, you know, hey, you got to take it day by day, moment by moment. And as long as you continue to try every day, that's all that I fucking care about with people. That's all that matters to me. Anywho, I had to get that out of the way because I know that there are people in chat who are like, oh my God, we gotta fucking talk about this too if we're talking about that. Fine. We
Fair
fucking
enough.
Covered it. You happy?
Well, okay, for the record, you covered it.
Yeah.
I'm still going to withhold any statements, any opinions, all that stuff. I'm going to continue to withhold all of that information. I'm not going to stay quiet on it forever. I will eventually speak on it at a later time, but for now, I'm going to remain quiet on it. And for anyone who might
forgot. I forgot. It's actually something that Bitching Witch brought up. I think it was Bitching Witch. My Ben Vamp. One of the girls fucking brought up, why hasn't somebody said something along the lines of, no wonder Tonka wasn't there. He was, at the nation's capital beating his drum in a kid's face. Like
that's actually
that was fucking funny, but unfortunately that was a that I can't take credit for that. Because it was something that was said in Tommy C's live stream either earlier today or yesterday, something. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I thought that was fucking hilarious. So.
But yeah, as I said, I'm going to withhold any statements that I have on it, anything that I would need to talk about. But at the same time, I also want to let people know, in case anyone is possibly confused or wondering, no, I have not turned on failure. No, I have not turned on AP. They have issues with Tonka, and that's between them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I don't stand by, nor do I actually like some of the things that have been said, but hey, it is what it is. It doesn't mean that I think AP is a dirtbag. It doesn't mean that I think failure is a dirtbag or anything like that.
Yep.
So don't sit there and think like, oh, Brockus just, he's going after them too. No, I fucking wished goddamn AP a happy birthday the other night, and I gave him a titty gift. How dare you people assume anything of me like that? But no, that's just I don't want to speak on anything that has happened involving Tonka, Andy, and all that stuff. All of that stuff, I am not staying away from it. I'm just not going to speak on it. I want to gather as much information as I possibly can on all of this, and then come to a conclusion on my own. I want to tackle this like I was a legit journalist, even though I am not a journalist.
Yeah, and you're also closer to them and the situation than I am. I'm completely an outsider in this. Like, my knowledge of fucking Tonka and Andy is, I knew Andy back when Andy was fucking with Chris, and then the whole IBS shit started, and I was too busy to pay attention to any of it. So I don't know about any of it or anybody who's connected to them. Like, honestly, my only connection are the fucking Cunt News Network in general. That's it. So, like, I'm coming at it from a completely outsider's perspective, y'all, so don't burn me on that.
No, fair enough.
So, you gotta give Schmeckle here some fucking leeway.
And I'm not Schmeckle, I'm Brockus.
Brockus, sorry, my brain is fried because fucking Schmeckle was saying he was gonna come in, and now he's not, and yeah. So I find it as an outsider an entertaining shit show, but nothing worth putting or investing my time into. True. And I can completely understand how and why you, being closer to a situation, would want to take your time to take it all in. By all means. And for those of y'all who don't, you can suck my ass in fucking Brock's fucking stead while he's sitting here and trying to figure everything out. He's a little bit closer tied to all this. Give him some fucking space.
Well, nobody's been harassing me on this particular subject because I've been still relatively silent on the entire thing. So
cool, but if they do, they can suck my ass.
Yeah, fair enough. But we're going to go ahead and actually end this pretty early. Not super early. We started about 10 minutes late. So we're going to actually be, I think we're going to be closing this out about 30 minutes early. We really didn't have that many stories for you guys today. Tonight.
Right.
Today, tonight, whatever. So that's pretty much where we're at. We covered the Covington shit. And basically pointed out how fucking the mainstream media is garbage yet again. We pointed out Leslie Jones fucking dumb. We had a few
Spurg out.
No, not Spurg out, but we had a few Florida man stories that made everybody go, "Oh wow, no, that's bad. That's really bad." For anyone who actually is confused because you keep seeing Schmeckle's avatar instead of mine, I had some really bad technical issues earlier tonight. I was my computer decided to die on me. I have two computers, and I use one to run the show when Schmeckle is unavailable, so on and so forth, and the other one I use as my actual, me on the streams and everything like that. But unfortunately, the other computer died. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm going to have to talk to a buddy of mine to see if maybe there's just something loose. I'm not tech savvy. I get shit on quite a lot by certain people off air and in DMs and in general chats on Discord and such for not really knowing that much about technology. And I'm going to kill her for it. Oh, look at that. Marfleas has shown up. I don't know how long.
Finally.
What's going on, my brother? But porn virus? No, I don't use that computer for anything except going out to YouTube and setting up streams and shit. I don't. If I'm going on porn, I'm using incognito. I'm usually just going to Pornhub.
Right. On my phone.
But yeah. So I'm sure some of the audience has actually noticed that we haven't really been doing a whole lot of streams lately. There have been personal issues that a lot of people have been having to deal with a lot lately, so it has slowed down production on streams on the channel and so on and so forth. So that's one of the reasons why we haven't been streaming all that much. I think we're going to be completely done with Brockus Rage on Mondays on Snatchcast, but I don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% certain. I just haven't had a show lately. And with my current living situation, it makes things very difficult for me to actually be loud and angry late at night. So I'm either going to have to change the time of which the stream happens, or I'm going to have to change the day, whatever the case is. But I will be returning to my own channel relatively soon, as well as uploading some of my old streams from the channel that was stolen from me.
Hey.
And I will be returning to Brockus Talks fairly soon. The only reason why it went on hiatus was because I had a fuckload of doctor's appointments. I had other legal appointments that I had to take care of and shit. Life just decided that I was going to be busy. So there were certain things that I couldn't do. But I will be returning to some streams. They're not going to be constant and they're not going to be frequent. I am going to have to dance around when I'm streaming because I should be returning to work next month. They keep pushing the date. They keep pushing the date back, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, it is also helpful because my shoulder is doing way, way better. I actually have full movement once again. The only problem is that there's too much pressure when I do move it in certain ways, and I still can't lift too heavy of things. And I don't want to go back to work on restrictions again. I want to come back to work 100% so I can basically be the fucking the goddamn beast of Outbound yet again. For those of you unaware, I am actually I work in a warehouse. And that is, of course, will make things difficult for me when it comes to streaming. I won't be able to stream on a regular basis like I used to. I won't be able to stream every single day. There are only going to be certain times and certain days that I will actually be able to stream, simply because those are days that I will have off, so on and so forth. I'm actually quite glad that I'm going to go back to work. I have been so fucking bored.
Yes,
I love World of Warcraft. I love World of Warcraft, but Jesus fucking Christ, World of Warcraft all day, every day is too much. It's too much. Right? I've taken time off so I could just binge watch fucking Netflix shows that I've missed because I didn't have access to Netflix until recently. And like, I'm watching all the MCU shows. I watched Iron Fist season 2, Luke Cage season 2. I'm on Daredevil season 3, and I'm gonna watch Punisher season 2 relatively soon as I'm done with Daredevil. And I gotta say, Iron Fist got better, but I still have questions. And I'm still very pissed off at Davos and the fact that he's a British Indian instead of a fucking Asian dude like he should be. I fucking don't know why they did that. I've gotten 2 examples in both seasons. Like, one example, who was the drunken master in season 1, he would have made a fucking fantastic Davos. And then season 2, the one-eyed guy that actually becomes Davos's lackey, I'm like, he would have been a fantastic fucking Davos, and he actually would have been closer to what Davos's age should be compared to Danny Rand from the comic books and shit. But no, of course I don't get that. And then fucking Luke Cage, I'm getting tired of the fucking villains constantly being portrayed as like these characters you can feel sympathy for, and they're supposed to be relatable in some way, shape, or form. I'm like, just give me a villain, give me a bad guy. I don't need it to be always somebody I can relate to. Sometimes I just need the Joker. Sometimes I just need that guy who's just a piece of shit. He's just
a fucking hate. Yep.
That's all I need. I'm not that interested in relating to villains. But here's the weird thing. Despite me getting angry about that shit, I fucking loved Bushmaster. That dude was awesome. He was kicking Luke Cage's ass with capoeira, and I was like, yes, man. Fucking yes. Also, he has a very cool fucking backstory compared to the way Bushmaster was in the comic books originally. He was just a brilliant crime boss who had experiments done on him and allowed him to actually have similar strength and stamina as Luke Cage, which eventually got him killed, and then he came back, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not going to get into the whole thing. But still, like, I liked this version of Bushmaster. He was fucking awesome. I did enjoy the fact that the villain that is just a scumbag turned out to actually be Mariah. Like, throughout the show, you're supposed to be somewhat sympathetic and be on Mariah's side, but then every season they will reveal how much of a dark, evil bitch she truly is. That at her core, no matter what, you can feel bad for some of the things that has happened to her, but at her core, she was always evil.
Sounds like my sister.
Fair enough. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. This is definitely a discussion I'm probably going to have at a later time. I would love to have this discussion with Magog, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I would love to have this discussion with Magog because he is also a relatively comic book fan. He's more DC, but I think he has actually been watching these shows, and he's actually pretty good at storytelling and, you know, what makes a compelling villain, shit like that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you clearly haven't watched Magog's fucking channel. That motherfucker still kills me every goddamn video. And if you haven't seen the new Poisoning the Well video, then you are doing yourself a disservice. Go and sub to them right now. But anyways, my rant ran on longer than I really expected it. Sestra, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Sestra May, all one word. And that's it for me.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been CNN, the Cunt News Network. I am your main host, Brockus, and of course, with me was my co-host, Sestra. As you saw at the beginning of the show, Rob could not be with us because of personal reasons, and Terry could not be with us because of technical reasons. We will be back.
Schmeckle bounced on us, too.
Well, Schmeckle's probably asleep or also busy with real-life shit, too, because when he goes radio silent, it's usually because of those reasons.
Yeah.
But anyways, we will return next week with some more juicy news. Hopefully, Rob and Terry will be able to actually join us on that particular CNN. Keep your eyes and ears out for the next stream on Snatchcast. Keep your eyes and ears open for the next stream on my channel. Yeah, that's it, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and get the fuck out.